Hello everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Walkie, and I'm back with another fake Grand Order video. Also recording this super late at night, because I didn't notice that they had released the pre-release campaign info until it's pretty close to 3 a.m. for me. So it's going to be a little bit of a low energy, slightly tired look at the upcoming pre-release campaign part 4, but it should also be a quick one, so let's get right into it. So Lost Belt 7 pre-release campaign part 4, they finally announced it. It's going to start on December 17th and it's going to run until December 24th, which is Christmas Eve. In terms of the main info, in terms of login, there's a login for 6 days. First day, 5 EXP, 7 silver foes at both HP and attack. Third day is 70 mana prisms. Fourth day is friend points. 7 million QP on day 5 and 12 Saint Quartz on day 6. The summoning, and also for a limited time campaign, there'll be 1/2 AP for all Ember Gathering daily quest, and all you have to do is clear Tunguska prologue epilogue. Now let me check on something real quick. Okay, I was just checking to see if it was exactly the same as it was on JP, and it was. The reason I paused there is to make sure I don't accidentally reveal anything, and also looks like this is similar to them, where their campaign went from December 19th to December 25th, which was Christmas, and this one will last until the 16th until December 17th until December 24th, so pretty similar. Now we have the Koyan banner. Now this one runs from December 17th to December 29th, which is different from here in the sense that this one ran until December 31st, and this one will stop 2 days before. But still, probably same amount of days looking at it. Yeah, literally just 2-day difference. Don't have to worry too much about that. So this is the banner. This is the one that features Koyan Sky of Light, which is the top Buster supporter, and we'll go into her real soon. I'll also just mention the craft essence that are on her banner, which is Summer Anniversary, Reading Holiday, and the Goth Special, which were all anniversary CEs that you can get here again. But other than that, nothing too much else to say about them. They all have their various effects. I think this one's pretty nice if you can get it to full max limit break, because you'll be able to get a decent amount of Buster crit damage, and also your starting NP will be slightly 60%, so it's different from starting at 50. But yeah, all their art is nice, so it's like a nice bonus if you can get them, but nothing crazy worth chasing that I can think of at the moment. So, Koyan Sky of Light, she's an assassin. I just realized Cole, okay, no, never mind. I was, I was trying to read the letters up top, and before I realized I am too tired to be doing this right now. So, Koyan Sky of Light, she's an assassin. 2 quicks, 1 arts, 2 buster, 4 hits on quick, 4 hits on arts, 3 hits on buster, and 5 hits on extra. Her active skills are Innovator Bunny A, charges 1 ally's MP gauge, reduces their skill cooldown by 2. That becomes important for later, so remember, a 500% chance to deal 1,000 damage without killing to the party. Demerit, at MP level 10, it's 50% to the NP, and the cooldown is 8. On the second skill, we have Aptitude for Slaughter Man A. Increases 1 ally's damage against the human enemies and man attribute for 3 turns. I should say they're 2 separate buffs, but I just put them together to save some time, which I've now wasted by explaining that. Grants them buff on attack buff for 3 turns, charges their MP gauge when normal attacking with buster cards, and then gains some crit stars. 50% human damage, 50% man damage, 10% to MP regained back, and 20 crit stars on a cooldown of 6. Third skill, the NFF Special A, increases 1 ally's Buster performance for 3 turns, increases their crit damage of Buster cards for 3 turns, increases their critical star absorption of Buster cards for 3 turns, 50% on both Buster increase and Buster crit damage, while being 5,000 Buster absorption. And this is also on a cooldown of 6. Her passive skills are Writing B, Independent Action EX, Independent Manifestation C, Shapeshift A, and Goddess Metamorphosis Guns B, which increases her own NP damage by 20%, and Shapeshift buffing that 1 arts card to make sure that it just does that much more damage. Here we go. Her third of pen skill is an anti-archer attack damage aptitude. And her rank C Noble Phantasm is the Istula 7 Drive, the Spiritual Garment of Profound Brilliance, Type 79 Misfortune Fulfiller Grand Shrine. Rank C Noble Phantasm, it's anti-world, it hits 8 times, it doesn't matter because it's Buster, but it would have been good if it was Quick or Arts. And she increases her own attack by... the effect of it is increase on attack by 20% for 1 turn, activates first, deals damage to all enemies, and then reduces their MP gauge by 1. At MP level 1, it's 300% damage. If you get her all the way to MP level 5, it's 500%. And then her overcharge effect is a ability to charge NP gauge. It's 10% at charge level 1. And if you get her all the way to the final charge level, it's 30%. And then somewhere down the line, we will get a costume that will let us take off her sweater. So you can see it here, boom. And that's Koyan Skaya. There's still so many more costumes of Koyan Skaya to release. Anyway, that's Koyan Skaya of Light. Very surprising, you probably have never heard this. One of the best units in the game because she is the Buster supporter that allows you to actually loop with Buster. Before Koyan Skaya even existed, there wasn't really a way to traditionally do a loop with Buster. If you don't know what a loop is, I'll explain it real quick if you're a new player. Looping is what we call being able to, for 3 turns of a fight, basically grind it with only a single character. It's possible, it was always possible with Arts, it was kind of possible with Quick with the right setup, and for Buster it wasn't really possible because they don't get any NP gain back. So how would you be able to do it with Buster unless it was under some very, very, very weird circumstances for you to be able to do it, or you were setting up 3 Buster units to kind of like get the job done that way, I guess. Which was what we would call multi-core farming nowadays, but it was just all Buster units. So it wasn't really a way to traditionally loop. Koyan Skaya changed that with her first skill right here, which is reduces their skill cooldown by 2. So that means that if you have always wondered why do I mention the cooldowns is because of Buster units, is because Koyan Skaya kind of makes you rethink a lot of Buster units, because by turn 3, the minimum you need currently on NA is 6 to be able to get your NP gauge back, your skill back. Because if you use all your skills on turn 1 and your skill cooldown is 6, your skill cooldowns are currently at 6, and then whenever you use this skill again, that gives it -4, so then the next turn it's -5, and then on the final turn you get it back on turn 6. And it's very important. It's basically changed what is considered a good Buster. There's a lot of old Buster units who were designed for Buster before this kind of meta idea even existed, so they were not ready for the new meta that she brought in terms of looping and grinding with them. So an extremely good unit, and one that is very key if you want to be actually like loop grinding with Buster. Her and Oberon, because there are ways to just loop with Koyan Skaya, but if you want to have full access to a lot of Buster teams, it's easier with Oberon, but there are ways around it if you have some specific CEs under some specific setups. It just requires more, it makes your life easier if you have both Koyan Skaya and Oberon, is what I'm saying. But it is still possible to do it with just, for example, Morgan can do it with just 2 Koyan Skayas and herself. And I believe also Koyan Skaya can do it as well. Which makes sense because you are able to get it makes a lot of sense. But anyway, and I'll say again, for future proofing, I'll say it here because if I don't say it here, someone will bring it up. And Append skills will eventually be released, not on this anniversary, but the next. And this Append skill will make it so that you can reduce the cooldown of skills by 1, and that will let it so certain units who have a turn 7 NP are going to be able to loop, such as the big one is Arc. Because if you don't know, to do Koyan Skaya looping with Arc, what you need is 2 Koyan Skayas, Arc. Arc is able to get 100% of her NP back on her skill, but it won't come back for 7 turns. So that means on the final turn, when it's 1 cooldown away, you bring in Summer Ibuki or someone who can give, or you use the Mystic Code to give -1 to the cooldown to allow herself to get 100% NP back, and then you shoot off your NP that way. And that's how you can kind of do it now on the NA side, but on JP, much easier now. much easier. And that also allows you to free up one of your slots to bring in Oberon to bring in extra damage and stuff like that. And there's just multiple ways that you can use Koyan Skaya. You can even use her as an AoE unit if you wish. She is able to loop. I don't do it a whole bunch, just simply because I like that she enables more than what she does here. And obviously some of her NP kind of reads a little bit more defensive focus, what with the ability to reduce NP gauge, which can come in handy in some challenge quests if they're about to shoot their NP and completely kill your party in that specific turn. And the ability to charge party NP gauge is very nice, especially because in big buster-focused teams, it can be a little bit of a pain in the ass to actually get your NP back. But, like I said, not really her main focus. I feel like if you were looking for more of a challenge quest, you can definitely use her, and I have used her in the past, and she's worked perfectly good, as she has made it so I just have to simply win the fight before the enemy team can kill us and kill her by that notion. But I definitely would prefer to have something like Merlin, and like one Koyanskaya and a Merlin providing all the defense, and Koyanskaya providing just a little bit more of an attack and quick crit stars to also be used with Merlin. But I digress. As you can see, there's multiple ways. I could literally keep talking, and there would be more stuff to talk about in terms of Koyanskaya. So very much a unit worth going for. Now, currently, Oberon is currently being summoned, and if you were to ask my opinion, which one would be better, I would say it would be Oberon, but only simply because Oberon can technically be used with other supports, where Koyanskaya is just mainly focused on Buster supports. But no matter what, if you go from Oberon, your next feeling is, I should get Koyanskaya. And if you get Koyanskaya, your next feeling is, I should get Oberon. So really just focus on one of them and try for them. But if you have something to spare, a ticket, a St. Quartz, anything to kind of throw at Koyanskaya just to see if you can get her, I would do it. The only reason I wouldn't do it is that you're not interested in increasing her NP power or trying to get level 120 with max pen skills for the true dedicated fans of Koyanskaya. Like, for example, mine's NP 1, and I'm able to do absolutely everything I want to do with Koyanskaya at NP 1, and I've never felt the need for ever getting more copies, because I have never personally ever said, you know what, I would be really cool? Using her for looping, even though she is 100% able to do it herself. So yeah. Very simple unit to talk about, and I wish you guys the best of luck if you're going for her, because it's rough if you need both Koyanskaya and Oberon. The one thing that is kind of nice is that because hers basically ends right until the end of the new year, is that if you were planning on getting Koyanskaya and you fail her here, you can always give one final multi-chance during the GSSR to kind of go there for it. Same thing here, where it's like if you focused in on Oberon and you're just like, I just had nothing for Koyanskaya, I tried whatever and I couldn't do it. It probably would be best to just see if you can scrape up some $15 or something to go get a GSSR and throw it at Koyanskaya for one last chance or something. It's better than like buying a whole bunch of packs over and over and over again and chasing after her, which would obviously I would not suggest you do unless you are so confident in the amount of money you have that you can live that lifestyle. But for the most part, no one should do that. But anyway, that's Koyanskaya of Light. Best of luck to you guys. That's the end of this video. There's going to be 2 videos releasing pretty soon after going through a long stretch of no video releases. There'll be 2. There's this one, which is a quick look at Koyanskaya, and then an even quicker video, which is a very beginner-friendly GSSR video because someone was intimidated by the hour and 20-minute long video I released. And hey, I can understand it. I'm just glad that I don't have to constantly re-record this Koyanskaya one. I have to go prepare to record another video for later. But that's it for this video, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.